I'm attempting to uncover what's beneath Jin's public persona by delving deep into his astrology birth chart. I believe that a birth chart is the map of the soul, and I want to share with you the insights I've obtained through my analysis. Jin's sun resides in Sagittarius. The sun represents our core vitality and our outward expression of ego needs. The sun in Sagittarius placement embodies masculine or yang energy within a mutable fire sign and is associated with the planet Jupiter. This placement manifests as an outward assertion characterized by flexibility, energy, and optimism. Individuals born under Sagittarius exude enthusiasm and possess an adventurous, carefree spirit. Their focus lies on the future and grand ideas. Driven by intellect, Sagittariuses are drawn to higher education and obtaining wisdom, which are traits associated with Jupiter. They harbor a strong motivation to broaden their philosophical understandings in pursuit of truth. Sagittariuses may come across as detached, largely unconcerned with seeking external validations or fitting into social norms. Confidence in their opinions and beliefs negates the need for constant approval. However, this optimistic self-assurance can occasionally come off as boastful. Their unwavering trust in their own wisdom can sometimes unintentionally result in them coming across as judgmental or dismissive towards others' viewpoints. Let's delve into Jin's individual sun expression by examining how his Sagittarius sun is influenced by aspects to other planets. His sun is the focal point in a triangle configuration with his Jupiter in Libra and Saturn in Aquarius. This connection is depicted by the blue triangle shape that links the Sun, Jupiter, and Saturn. This aspect configuration indicates a harmonious and supportive interplay among these three planets in his birth chart. Jupiter is referred to as the planet of expansion, growth, wisdom, and good fortune. And Libra is associated with balance, harmony, and relationships. Given that the ruler of Jin's Sagittarius sun is Jupiter, its placement in Libra emphasizes the importance of balance and harmony in Jin's life. This placement indicates he has the natural gift for fostering peace and cooperation in his interaction with others. Saturn, on the other hand, is associated with responsibility, discipline, and structure. It often presents us with challenges that teach us valuable lessons. Aquarius embodies qualities of innovation, individuality, and forward thinking. His Aquarius Saturn helps Jin in grounding his visionary ideas in reality, making them more achievable and sustainable. The trine aspect between his Jupiter in Libra and Saturn in Aquarius suggests that Jin has a natural ability to expand and grow in a disciplined and structured manner. He possesses the capacity to create well-thought-out plans and strategies to meet his long-term goals. His optimism is backed by careful consideration of the steps needed for success. With Jupiter sextile to his sun in Sagittarius, motivates Jin to engage in diplomatic and fair interactions. This aspect provides him with the ability to navigate social situations with tact and consideration for others' viewpoints, making him well-liked and respected. With the lucky planet Jupiter supporting his sun, he can find that doors open easily for him, and he has a knack for being in the right place at the right time for opportunities. His sun sextile to Saturn helps him pursue his goals and ideas in a disciplined and practical manner. While Sagittarius is often associated with idealism and optimism, Saturn's influence here brings a practical and realistic approach to Jin's aspirations. He's able to channel his visions into tangible and achievable goals. Since we don't know his birth time, we cannot confirm his moon sign as it can either be in Aries or Gemini. Moon is our emotions and emotional nature. It's our instincts, how we react to situations, and our innermost needs. If Jin has an Aries moon, his emotional nature would be fiery and assertive. When the moon is in Aries, emotions tend to be strong, direct, and immediate. Aries moons express their feelings openly and without hesitation. Emotions can come and go rapidly, and it would be challenging to hold back feelings. This can be expressed in enthusiasm and passion, but it might also result in impulsive reactions. Aries is known for its independence and self-reliance. With the moon in Aries, Jin values emotional autonomy and prefers to make decisions based on his own feelings rather than influence of others. Aspects to the moon would modify these expressions. If Jin has Gemini moon, his emotions would be connected to his thoughts and ideas. His emotional nature would be expressed through curiosity and through gathering information. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, so Jin would tend to communicate his emotions through words and conversation. He would be energized through social interactions and connections, and engaging with others intellectually would nurture his emotional needs. I can't talk more in depth regarding his emotional needs and motivations as we can't be certain of the moon aspects. The possibilities are endless. Mercury is the planet that governs communication, how we think, our logic, and reasoning. It's also how we perceive and interact with the world and how we express ourselves. Jin's Mercury in Scorpio is in a very close conjunction to Pluto in Scorpio. Here, the two planets blend and act as one. These two in the sign of Scorpio indicate a powerful and intense blend of communication, thinking patterns, and perceptive energy. Mercury conjunct Pluto intensifies Jin's communication style. Pluto's influence can bring intensity to Jin's mental processes. He's drawn to uncovering hidden truths and seeks out hidden meanings and secrets. His mind is naturally investigative and analytical. He isn't afraid to address taboo, controversial topics, or uncomfortable subjects. This connection can lead to tendencies towards obsession, fixation, or a desire to control situations through knowledge. He has uncanny intuition and piercing perceptiveness. He can read between the lines and sense underlying emotions or motives. He can influence others with his words and has the ability to make impactful and convincing arguments. His Mercury and Pluto conjunction square Chiron in Leo, where his Pluto is partile square to his Chiron with a 0-degree orb. This indicates that they're making an exact 90-degree square aspect. Pluto at 23 degrees of Scorpio and Chiron at 23 degrees of Leo. This is an intense energy in his chart. Chiron is known as the wounded healer. Its placement indicates areas of deep wound and potential vulnerabilities. Leo is associated with self-expression, creativity, pride, and the need for recognition. With Chiron in Leo, Jin might have wounds related to self-worth, confidence, or self-expression. These wounds could be the result of childhood trauma. This placement also can indicate wounds related to inability to take on leadership roles or stepping into positions of authority, as Leo also represents leadership and is associated with the need for respect and admiration. With this placement, he could be sensitive to criticism and could have a need to prove himself to others. His Mercury and Pluto squared to his Chiron can indicate his intense mental perception and communication style can activate wounds related to his intellect and self-expression. This configuration suggests that Jin might encounter difficulties when expressing himself authentically. It's possible that he has experienced wounds tied to how his words are perceived by others. These experiences could have a profound impact on his self-esteem and confidence, causing him to hesitate when it comes to sharing his thoughts and ideas openly. Chiron also represents not only areas of vulnerability, but also our potential to guide others on their healing journeys. As he grows and gains more experience in navigating the challenges tied to this aspect, he can transform his own experiences of pain into source of empowerment. Through understanding and embracing his wounds, he can offer valuable guidance and inspiration to others who have similar struggles related to self-expression and communication. Venus is our approach to love, relationships, our values, and sense of aesthetics. Venus in Capricorn is characterized by a practical and realistic approach to love and relationships. With this placement, Jin values tradition, security, commitment, and long-term partnerships. He is more likely to focus on practical aspects of a relationship, such as shared goals and responsibilities. His expressions of affection might be reserved and cautious. He may not show his feelings openly, but he expresses his affection through acts of service. He is attracted to individuals who are responsible, driven, and have a clear sense of purpose. His Capricorn Venus is conjunct to both Uranus and Neptune in Capricorn. With Uranus in contact with his Venus, Jin might be drawn to unconventional partnerships and probably has a strong need for individuality within relationships. Uranus brings an element of unpredictability to relationships. While this can be exciting for him, it might also challenge his Venus in Capricorn's need for stability and value of tradition. Still, he's likely to seek partners who can stimulate his mind, and he might seek innovative ways to keep relationships exciting and fresh. Neptune adds a touch of idealism and romanticism to his relationships. This placement can make him sensitive to the emotional and spiritual aspects of love, and he may experience a yearning for a soulful connection. He might be inclined to put his partner on a pedestal or idealize them and see them through an elusive lens that might not always reflect the true qualities of the partner. His Venus is opposite his Mars in Cancer. This indicates a tension between his love style and his approach to love. Mars in Cancer represents a nurturing assertiveness. His approach to love is driven by his emotional needs and protective instincts. He values emotional intimacy and seeks to form nurturing connections. In times of conflict, Jin might exhibit Capricorn's tendency to detach and remain composed, while also experiencing emotional sensitivity due to Cancer's attachment-driven nature. This opposition could potentially lead to conflicts between Jin's career aspirations and his desire to nurture his personal life and family. His Venus sextiles the Mercury and Pluto conjunction. With this aspect, Jin finds a harmonious balance between Capricorn's practicality and Scorpio's depth. He is able to engage in profound conversations while keeping a practical and goal-oriented perspective. Venus in Capricorn's practical and grounded approach to communication aligns well with the intense and probing qualities of the Mercury and Pluto conjunction in Scorpio. This synergy allows Jin to express his love with depth, insight, and authenticity. His interactions with partners are marked by emotional depth and understanding. He has the ability to uncover hidden meanings and get to the heart of matters in conversations, making his exchanges meaningful and impactful. With help of Mercury and Pluto, Jin is capable of fostering strong, enduring bonds built on trust and emotional intimacy in his relationships. On the other hand, the quincunx aspect between his Venus and Chiron introduces a subtle yet potentially frustrating challenge. Chiron's presence in Leo touches upon areas of wounded self-esteem and the quest for external validation. The practical inclination of his Capricorn Venus might lead Jin to downplay his vulnerabilities and hinder Jin's ability to express himself fully in relationships, making it difficult for him to experience more authentic and rewarding connections. Jin's Capricorn Venus and Cancer Mars inclines him to be nurturing and supportive in his relationships. However, the influence of Chiron makes it hard for Jin to receive the recognition and validation he desires in return. Jin may need to consciously recognize these patterns and actively work towards expressing himself fully and be open about his vulnerabilities. This awareness could lead to his personal growth and a more genuine approach to love and self-expression. Mars is our action, drive, assertion, and how we go after what we want. Mars in Cancer indicate actions are emotionally driven. Cancer Mars is motivated to act in order to protect and defend. His approach to assertiveness is characterized by a nurturing quality. He may assert himself through caring actions, support, and empathy. Due to Cancer's sensitive nature, he may avoid direct confrontations to prevent hurting partners' feelings or causing emotional discomfort, which can result in passive aggressiveness at times. His actions may be influenced by his moods, which can lead to fluctuations in his energy levels and motivations. His Mars is trine to his Mercury and Pluto conjunction. His actions are influenced by his intense intellectual perceptions. And this aspect enhances Jin's emotional resilience, allowing him to overcome challenges in relationships with determination. With the harmonious alignment of Cancer's intuition and Scorpio's depth of perception, Jin is able to pierce through underlying motivations, hidden truths, and unspoken emotions. His ability to assert himself with empathy and emotional intelligence makes him an effective persuader. He communicates with depth, passion, and intensity, often swaying partners to his side with compelling arguments. Mars in Cancer's nurturing drive aligns with Pluto's transformative energies, allowing him to channel his emotional experiences towards personal growth and evolution of his relationships. I want to mention some of the signs that are compatible with Jin. Firstly, it's Capricorn and Cancer. Capricorn individuals align well with Jin's Capricorn stellium, particularly his Venus. Shared values of stability, security, and tradition creates a natural affinity. Cancer is opposite Jin's Capricorn stellium, providing complementary qualities. Its placement of his Mars sign suggests potential for providing him with the emotional support and connection that he craves. Jin's Sun in Sagittarius aligns with his expansive and optimistic nature. Partners who share the sign will understand his need for freedom and space within relationships. Scorpio energy complements Jin's communication style and engagement with deep subjects. Partners with Scorpio influence can engage with him in his interest in profound discussions, delving into the depth of various topics. Libra's ability to provide balance complements Jin's values, making it an excellent match for fostering harmonious and enduring relationships. Keep in mind that while astrological compatibility can provide insights, every individual is unique, and the full dynamics of a relationship involve various factors beyond just sun signs. So that was my analysis of Jin's birth chart. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with another chart.